2 days ago, there was a rap shooting downtown a fender bender, and a guy named Freaky Zeke. Crew, the diplomats were shot. Not very diplomatic. Is that what you're thinking? You're right. Nobody ever heard of changing licenses? All right, look. Rappers get shot. It's normal now. People say, well, white musicians shoot each other too. Not every day. Snoop gets shot at more than a deer during hunting season. Every time he goes out for a drive, he ends up picking glass out of his hair. I hope he's got Geico. That would be funny if I didn't say Geico. Because white people won't say anything because they're afraid it makes them culturally intolerant. But it's psychotic. 50 Cent has got shot 9 times. You know what we say to that in the white world? Ooh, I'd hate to see his premiums. Well, so my question to start this off is, in a culture that worships gangsters, pimps, thugs, when I read the paper and it says 80% of the death row people that are killed on death row are black, I asked myself, is it white racism, or is there any kind of room for a little cultural responsibility on that one? Mr. Mooney.
It's the world that we live in. We live in a racist world. It's the world we live in. It's set up that way. That's the way it is.
That has nothing to do with...
Black people have been taught very well. They've been taught by the best.
So you think that all black crime is a response to white... You think that it's basically they were taught by the evil, white, genetically evil people called white people, and any bad qualities they have is from whites?
You're not genetically evil.
Thank you.
Because, no, you come from black people. You do know that.
Ah, the original man is from Africa.
No, but you come from black people.
No,
two black people can make a white baby. Two white people can't make a black baby. You come from us.
But this just sounds like something I read. What?
Two black people can make a white
I heard this.
You heard what he said.
What the hell does that mean? This sounds like something I heard.
You steal one at the mall.
What are you talking about?
I don't understand what that means. Explain it to me, Mr. Mannequin at the Gap. I'm sorry.
No. Original Superman hairdo has a point. What it is that this is what I think. White people have set it up where they're protected. That's why we go to jail. They're protected so that, it's like in every state, most of the states that's dominated with a lot of black people and a lot of white people or whatever. Okay.
Wait a minute, one's got a dominant. Which one is it? What?
I'm saying most states that you have predominantly.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
That you have a mixture of both black and white. Right. You have the death penalty.
Yeah.
Ones where there's all white, you have no death penalty. That's why I want to kill a white person, I'm moving to Maine.
But guess what? Most of the people I know in my life that were pro-death penalty were just as many black, and most of the people are anti-white. So, you know what I mean?
One of the facts that they said, that the killer of minorities are much less likely to get the death penalty than the killer of whites. And one of the problems is a lot of the prosecutors won't seek the death penalty. Like Robert Johnson from the Bronx is a great example. You could punt a burning infant onto train tracks, and this jackass is not going to try to have you put to death. And the Bronx is a borough where a lot of minorities are being killed, so it looks like, well, if you kill a minority, nobody cares, but he won't seek the death penalty in those cases.
But when you get on death row, why do you just what's the man's name that blew up that stuff down south?
McVeigh.
Okay,
gonna bring him up 5,000.
No, but every
Oklahoma.
That's south to me. They thought of every excuse not to put him to death.
They did.
It's raining. It's his birthday. It's St. Patrick's Day.
They did? I don't remember this.
Why people marched around? Well, check the history. Why people marched around?
Check Maria Abdul-Jamal. White people do concerts for Maria Abdul-Jamal. Not to put him to death.
But they walked around singing.
Oh, they did not.
Against God. They lit candles. When they get somebody black on death row, they take the candle and go.
That is the exact opposite of the way the country is for the past 20 years.
The reason people who kill blacks don't get the death penalty because they're usually doing it out of self-defense. Thank you very much. You heard me, dummy.
But this is what I'm talking about. Wait a minute. Let me straighten him out right now.
Go ahead.
He's always taking the white part. Wait a minute. Real authentic white people don't even like Italians. That's a sad thing.
It's like I'm in an alley.
Don't you understand?
I felt like I have English. You're Italian.
This is like being in the day room in LA County, this conversation. Let me tell you something.
You know about that?
Yeah, with a silly Johnny Cash shirt.
It's not a racial incident, though, man.
What's the matter?
People try to make everything. This is true. I'm driving in a mall parking lot. and I bumped a black guy with my car, and he turned into a racial incident. I didn't hit him because he was black. I hit him because he was dating a white girl.
Amen, brother.
Oh. The bottom line is this. No matter what anybody here says, you have to admit, the way we're debating this, well, just keep it the same as always. We might as well be 10-year-old kids in 1970 talking about this right now. Well, nobody's going to agree with anybody else.
Oh, 10-year-olds don't talk like this.
So what? We're talking like 10-year-olds. That's who watches this show.
Shut up. Don't you? Well, doesn't matter. But don't you feel that ultimately, every time if whites say something, blacks say something else, nobody's ever getting past a level of superficiality.
Because only one of us is using logic.
Who?
But,
What do you think, dummy?
African, you know what? Here's the sad part.
Here he comes.
I'm telling you, you don't have it going, but I'm telling you, the Italians are the Mexicans of white people. Nobody cares about you, brother. It's true.
Yeah, nobody cares about that. No, nobody cares
Let
about
them
that.
finish laughing.
It was about a 10-second laugh. You got more than you deserve. Yeah, let's compare the ratings of The Wire to The Sopranos. We'll see who cares about who. Please.
Money is a much bigger... I think
Help
money...
me out, will you? Dumb English-looking ass.
Hold on, short shirt. Wait, I think money is a bigger factor in the judicial system than race. I mean, guys like, whether it's OJ or Klaus von Bülow get away with killing their wives because they have money. And meanwhile, my stupid uncle goes to jail for 6 months for trying to write off prostitution as entertainment on his taxes.
Is Uncle the substitute you use now for your autobiographical stuff? Look, you look like a Pee-wee. I've said it before. You look like a Pee-wee Mexican gang member, and people have really had it for you. Get some tattoos. Don't make a joke about my hair. We'll be right back. Oh, please don't leave me alone, these people. Welcome back to Tough Crowd. The mayor of some city in Iowa just passed a law banning lying in the town. Now, isn't that interesting? That's what we should do. No more lies. Let's face it, half the arguments you have is because you think the other person's lying and you want to prove it, and nobody ever changes their opinion because nobody can prove it. We should do that for politicians, Now, my question is, if we did get rid of lying, would that be good or bad?
Well, I don't understand. It would be awful. And a politician trying to legislate honesty is like Roman Polanski trying to raise the age of content. I suck!
You do.
Raise the age of content.
Shut up, don't repeat it.
Maybe you should use a bigger font for those cards.
I suck.
I like to throw that water in. Don't want to how I throw it in your face.
Oh, you like
the age of content. Shut your trap. Let me ask you this.
I know, that makes up for that awful main joke you told. I stink.
Shut up.
The guy in Iowa's fining people if they get caught, right? Lying.
It's illegal. Yeah, they got to pay.
To raise tax money. They should do that in L.A. They could wipe out the deficit, just girls lying about their tits being real. I'm sorry, that was about a woman. Now we can't joke about that.
A good lie is good, man.
Goddamn feminist whores. I've had enough!
Your mother was a good one. Be careful.
She slept around.
You have to lie.
I'm half black, remember?
Don't you,
Well, then she was a slut.
You have to lie, man. Sometimes to protect somebody's feelings, you have to lie.
Yeah.
My ex-girlfriend used to write poetry. I mean, what are you going to do? Be honest and tell her every time you read one, I want to spit in your melodramatic face?
That was well said, Dr. Phil.
Thank you.
I don't know why the hell we're talking about this. Let's talk about cheating. Let's talk about cheating, because that's like the same thing.
We don't know anything about that.
Comedians are some of the biggest cheaters from what I've seen in my life, and I exclude myself. But a lot of you guys are out there cheating your balls off, let's face it.
I got caught once.
You did?
Yeah.
Care to tell us the circumstances?
No. Well, I came home and I had like a mascara and a red hair on my shirt. And I told my girlfriend I was working with Carrot Top that weekend.
Speaking of Carrot Top, can we talk and change the subject to Carrot Top? Has he become a tranny? He's got the transvestite makeup and he's got the eyebrows gone. What's going on with him? And those commercials. I think he's really trying to tell us something in those 1-800 commercials. And I'd like to know. I might call that number. Well, trannies.
Why don't you ask him the next time you open for him?
You see the look on his face?
He's like, oh, hey, that was messed up. La Familia, why you do that to me on 21st Street? That's it.
You ever have the boyfriend catch you with his girls?
You didn't either. You got to go into a bit.
I'm not going into a bit, stupid.
You really are.
Have you ever been...
Yes, I have. It's very uncomfortable, the beatings.
You had a good story about a guy punching you upside that soft head of yours.
Yeah, I had a guy walk in while I was with a married woman, and I was like fooling around with her, and I hear this. And I think that someone's knocking at the door.
We're not on radio, by the way, but go ahead. So we got this stupid storyteller from the 50s. Holy Christ.
We will be on radio soon.
We sure will be. And I never thought I'd say this. Paul, say something mean about white people. Get the show back up. Well, whether you're watching us at home or in the display window of a Circuit City, you lonely bastard, we'll be right back. You know what? Thank you, folks. Thank you, folks. You know, there were a lot of movies that were made without me. It's one of the crimes of Hollywood that they're going to have to live with someday. But through a series of reenactments, I'm going to claim my place at the top of the Hollywood Actors A-list where I belong. This is one of those classic scenes that I always knew I'd be great in, which they never gave me a part, where somebody has to confront they love. I play a doctor. I just need a minute to get into my character. Where have you been?
I was out.
Were you using?
No.
The dinner is cold. I've been waiting for you for 16 hours.
Yeah, 16 hours, so what?
Do you know what this meal was? Roast loin of pork. That cost $30 a pound.
Well, what does that have to do with anything?
Yes! I left in the middle of heart surgery for a millionaire to come back here and meet you for dinner. God only knows what kind of condition that man is in.
What? What are you talking about?
What are these pills?
What?
You're an addict!
Give me those.
A drug addict! I'm conflicted because I love you, but...
Okay, hold on. Just a minute, Colin, all right? Enough with the kitchen sink reality. This is not working. All right. Let me ask you something. What are you trying to do with this scene?
I'm trying to show you a doctor who's a husband who loves his wife, and she's falling apart from drugs. He's conflicted.
Right, yeah. Okay. I know. I gathered that from the very specific dialogue. Who wrote this?
I did.
Great. Fantastic. Children of a Lesser God. Yeah.
It's sort of on my life, but no, you know.
But it's a little, I don't want to be critical, it's a little on the nose. I mean, everything happens in the first 3 lines. Okay? I mean, the movie would already be finished. And another thing, it's not sophisticated. Okay? It's not smart.
Not smart? I made myself a doctor. You don't get much smarter than that.
All right. Let's talk about the script. Let's break it down. First of all, the 16-hour thing, I just don't buy it. I don't believe that a doctor would leave his patient on a table for 16 hours. Not professional.
I've seen it happen.
What? Where?
Different doctor friends I know, and people have told me.
Okay, and then what's the deal with the roast loin of pork, $30 a pound? When's the last time you were in a supermarket? I mean, except to buy, like, beer and cigarettes and stuff. Nothing costs $30 a pound.
Yeah, but they say raise the stakes, so nobody cares about something for $2.99 a pound. $30 a pound, then it's drama.
I just don't buy it. I don't believe the dialogue. It's completely untruthful.
But that because you're an actor.
Yeah.
I'm a writer and an actor.
Colin!
You know what? I understand you're a little insecure. You're working with me. A lot of people feel that way. Don't worry about it, honey.
All right.
It's natural. You're scared.
Are you talking to me?
Hold on, I'll ask you anytime.
Are you talking to me, De Niro? Okay?
Yeah.
Look.
You're lost.
All right, you know what? Shit. Colin, look, I'm sorry that Janine Garofalo canceled on you, okay? All right? And the only reason I agreed to do this little sketch, this little kitchen sink reality, is because we live in the same building, and I didn't want there to be any of those uncomfortable elevator moments, all right? And by the way, good luck with Night at the Roxbury, too. What is that?
That's the kind of real moments we could have had in the scene.
Yeah. I haven't seen acting like that since I worked with Buddy Hackett in Carrot Top.
You know what? I was only kidding, Illeana. Come back. You've been X'd. You've been X'd on my new show. You've been punked. We can fix that, Dan, right? Edit out the uncomfortable part, get it like a scene, a usable scene. And let me just say one thing about Carrot Top being a tranny. First of all, if he is one, that's God bless him. Second of all, everybody thinks that's so hip making fun of Carrot Top, right? Nothing wrong with Carrot Top. Scott, I call him. I know him personally. And he would make a good tranny, not that he is one or not. But if he decided to be one, he'd probably be pretty good. He's got a kind of hairless body, skinny, I don't know. Anybody? Okay.
I feel like a freckled ass. Shit.
You've just been accused of cheating, okay? What's your go-to story? Nick?
Okay, first of all, you didn't say if I was rightly or wrongly accused. If I'm wrongly accused, I'm going to say, number one, where's your proof? Number two, where do you get the nerve to accuse me of something like that? Number three, I want an apology immediately. On the other hand, if I'm rightfully accused, I'm going to say, number one, where'd you get your proof? Number two, where'd you get the nerve to accuse me of such a thing? And number three, I want an apology.
Paul Mooney.
Damn it.
No, on a serious tip, I don't believe in cheating. If you're with who you're with, you're with who you're with. No, that's true. The only time I was accused of cheating is when I was in school, junior high school, an original story I wrote in junior high school. And I had to bring my mother to school to prove that I wrote it. My teacher didn't believe it because it was so good. And I want to just give the kids advice today, because I'm back in the day. Teachers have changed. So teachers don't care about whether you get a good grade or a bad grade. So if your kid is up at 6 in the morning drinking coffee and whistling, he's having sex with his teacher.
Jim Norton.
Well, I've actually been caught in the act of cheating twice. The first time my girlfriend walked in while I was receiving a Hummer, and I said, she's sleepwalking, don't wake her or she might bite down. And the second time she walked in and I tried the whole, this is not what it seems approach. And I'm like, oh, honey, I dropped my contact lens into this girl's hiney and I was looking for it with my nose.
Oh. All right, Keith.
Baby, put the knife down. It's not what you think. I want the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and this dying girl's last request is to service me. Please tell me you're not this selfish.
All right. And mine. I'd like to make mine, hey, honey, who are you going to believe me? Who are you going to believe, honey? Me or Red-Headed Prop Act? Come on. No? Come on, folks. I'm trying to keep it, you know what, folks? That pisses me off.
All right. Try to keep the what? Unfunny? I know I didn't kill either. I know.
Yeah,
Sorry.
exactly.
All right.
You're acting like you just wiped up the floor with this crap. Like you just did Dennis Miller's Hour Special. Shut up. I'll try it again, folks, because I think you missed the point. It's not like I wrote that down. I was trying to bring back the Carrot Top riff. So I'm going to say it again. Hey, folks, let me ask you. You know what? I'm not going to say it again. I'm going to sit there and check. Guess what, TV audience? Sometimes we bomb. Can you deal with it? Oh. Good night.